Well, hello there. It's good to be back in the garden with you, isn't it? There's something so wonderfully optimistic about a new growing season, a chance to start afresh and nurture life from the soil up. And whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, I think you'll find something to inspire you in today's video. We're going to be exploring some of the best things to grow in your garden this year, from delicious vegetables to fragrant herbs, beautiful flowers, and even fruit trees for those of you with a bit more space. I'll share some tips and tricks I've learned over the years, and hopefully by the end you'll be itching to get your hands dirty and start planting. Remember, gardening is a journey, not a race. It's about taking pleasure in the process, learning from your mistakes, and enjoying the fruits and vegetables of your labor. So let's get started, shall we? First things first, let's talk vegetables. There's nothing like harvesting your own food. With planning, you can enjoy fresh, homegrown produce all season. Start with essentials, the things you love to eat and use most often in your cooking. Tomatoes are a must-have. They're easy to grow, and the flavor of a sun-ripened tomato is unmatched. Cucumbers are great for beginners. They're quick to crop and thrive in sunny spots. No garden is complete without leafy greens like lettuce, spinach, and kale. These can be sown in succession for a continuous supply. Don't be afraid to experiment with other vegetables. Try courgettes, which are prolific producers and add tenderness to summer dishes. Peppers, with their vibrant colors and flavors, add a zing to your meals. Beetroot adds a wonderful earthy sweetness to salads and roasts. Choose varieties suited to your local climate and soil type. Ask for advice at your local nursery or garden center. Prepare your soil well before planting, adding plenty of organic matter. Vegetables need nutrient-rich soil to thrive. Provide adequate water, especially during dry spells. With care and attention, you'll be amazed at what you can grow. You'll be rewarded with the freshest, tastiest, and most nutritious vegetables. Now let's move on to herbs. They're the unsung heroes of the garden, adding incredible flavor and fragrance to our cooking and homes. They're incredibly easy to grow, even if you only have a small balcony or windowsill. Basil is a must-have for any herb garden, perfect for pesto, tomato sauces, and caprese salads. Rosemary's aromatic leaves are delicious with roasted meats and vegetables. Mint is incredibly versatile, used in teas, cocktails, desserts, and sauces. There's a whole world of herbs out there to explore. Many herbs can be grown in pots, ideal for small spaces. Choose a sunny spot and use a well-draining potting mix. Water regularly and feed every few weeks with a liquid fertilizer. You can even grow herbs indoors on a sunny windowsill. Fresh herbs make all the difference in the kitchen. Now let's talk about flowers. They're not just about adding beauty to our gardens. They play a vital role in supporting pollinators like bees, butterflies, and hoverflies. These creatures are essential for a healthy ecosystem, and by planting flowers that attract them, we can all do our bit to help. One of my favorite flowers for pollinators is lavender. Its beautiful purple blooms and intoxicating fragrance are a magnet for bees, and it's incredibly easy to grow in a sunny spot. Another great choice is buttlejaws, often called the butterfly bush for its ability to attract clouds of these beautiful insects. And for something a bit different, try planting some sunflowers. Their cheerful yellow faces are a beacon for bees, and they're also a lot of fun to grow, especially with children. But it's not just about the big, showy flowers. Many herbs like chives, oregano, and thyme also attract pollinators with their delicate blooms. And don't forget about wildflowers. They provide valuable food and habitat for a wide range of insects and can add a touch of wild beauty to any garden. When choosing flowers for pollinators, it's important to select a variety of shapes, sizes, and colors to attract a diverse range of insects. Single-flowered varieties are generally better than double-flowered ones, as they provide easier access to nectar and pollen. And try to choose plants that flower at different times of the year to provide a continuous source of food for pollinators throughout the growing season. By creating a haven for pollinators in our gardens, we can all play a part in protecting these vital creatures and ensuring the health of our planet. Now, for those of you with a bit more space, let's talk about fruit trees and bushes. There's something truly magical about growing your own fruit, and with a little patience and care, you can enjoy a bountiful harvest year after year. Apple trees are a classic choice for the garden, and with so many different varieties available, you're sure to find one that suits your taste and climate. Pear trees are another great option, and their elegant shape and delicate blossom add a touch of sophistication to any garden. And for something a bit different, why not try a plum tree? Their juicy, sweet fruit is delicious eaten fresh or used in jams and pies. If you're short on space, don't worry. There are plenty of fruit bushes that are perfect for smaller gardens or even growing in containers. Blueberries are a fantastic choice as they're relatively easy to grow and produce an abundance of delicious antioxidant-rich berries. Raspberries are another favorite, and their sweet, juicy fruit is perfect for summer desserts. And for something a bit different, try growing some gooseberries. Their tart, tangy flavor is a welcome addition to crumbles and fools. When choosing fruit trees and bushes, it's important to select varieties that are suitable for your climate and soil type. Most fruit trees need a sunny spot with well-drained soil. They also benefit from regular pruning to maintain their shape and encourage fruit production. Growing your own fruit takes a bit of effort, but the rewards are well worth it. There's nothing quite like biting into a juicy, sun-ripened peach or apple that you've grown yourself. Now, before we move on, I want to share one of my favorite gardening techniques, companion planting. This is the practice of planting different crops together to improve growth, deter pests, and enhance flavor. It's a fantastic way to work with nature to create a more balanced and productive garden. One classic example is planting basil alongside tomatoes. Basil repels tomato hornworms, a common garden pest, while also improving the flavor of the tomatoes. Another great pairing is carrots and onions. Onions deter carrot root flies, while carrots deter onion flies, making them ideal companions. Marigolds are another fantastic companion plant. Their pungent scent repels a wide range of pests, including aphids, whiteflies, and even rabbits. Plant them among your vegetables or even in pots around your garden to deter unwanted visitors. When companion planting, it's important to consider the growth habits of the plants you're pairing. For example, tall plants like sunflowers can provide shade for shorter, sun-sensitive crops like lettuce. And plants with shallow roots, like lettuce and spinach, can be planted alongside deeper-rooted crops like tomatoes and peppers, without competing for space or nutrients. Companion planting is a fascinating subject, and there's a lot to learn about the complex relationships between different plants. But even if you're just starting out, experimenting with a few simple pairings can make a big difference in the health and productivity of your garden. Well, there you have it. A little glimpse into the possibilities that await you in the garden this year. Remember, gardening is a journey, a constant process of learning and adapting. Don't be afraid to experiment, to try new things, and to learn from your mistakes. The most important thing is to find joy in the process, to revel in the feel of the earth in your hands, the smell of the fresh air, and the satisfaction of watching your garden grow. So get out there, get planting, and let's make this our best gardening year yet. And who knows, maybe we'll meet again here in the garden soon. Until then, happy gardening.